Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of the Fishing Teacher, and really appreciate you guys checking today's video out and spending some time with me. We're going to be talking about how many different colors of jerkbait that you need, of jerkbaits that you need in today's video. At the time of filming this video, this is January 1st. We're in the prime, right in the middle of jerkbait season, so we've been doing a lot of info on jerkbaits, and that's what I want to talk about today specifically, is how many different colors of baits that you need. So we're going to get into that in today's episode. Also, guys, just a quick reminder, I'd just like to invite everybody out there, if you haven't heard me talking about it, anyone interested in booking an on-the-water lesson with me, you can do that by going to my Facebook page, Randy Blockett Professional Angler, and shoot me a private message. And also, guys, I'll have all my favorite jerkbaits linked into the description of this video. If you guys would like to pick some up by using my Tackle Warehouse link in the description of the video, it's a good way to get some good baits and help the channel out too, so I really appreciate that. Okay, a lot of you guys that are regulars to my channels, you hear me talking about jerkbaits a lot, and for good reason. I mean, they're probably one of my top 2 favorite lures, and there's a lot to them. I always talk about how complicated it is, and a lot of this stuff, we allude to the fact to it quite a bit, because there are some foundational elements in jerkbait fishing that change with some variables like your weather patterns, weather conditions, water clarity, sky conditions, wind. A lot of different stuff is constantly changing the way that you need to go about your jerkbait fishing. So you can't have a discussion on jerkbait fishing that covers everything. It's like you can't talk about the best colors, or you can't talk about the best way to work a jerkbait or the best equipment, because everything is changing, and every time something changes, it requires a little bit of an adjustment. That's why jerkbait fishing, I always talk about it being the toughest technique to learn, because of those variables. Now, one of those variables is determining the color, which we talk a lot about color on this channel. One of the things I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat is, like, if you're serious about your, your jerkbait fishing, sorry guys, I got this sinus infection I'm in the middle of right now. If you're serious about your jerkbait fishing, it requires a little bit of an investment in part of having a lot of different colors, because you can't just have a couple colors and expect to be consistent and catch fish all the time on a jerkbait. It takes a lot of different colors. And again, those colors depend upon a bunch of different things: the water clarity, the water tint, the wind, the time of day, the light intensity of the day that you have, the species of bass that you're fishing, time of year. A lot of stuff depends on that. But you've got to start somewhere. You've got to begin somewhere. I am going to show you sort of what you need to do here in terms of how many different colors. Now, if you guys have heard me talk about this a lot, I talk about the 3 primary color patterns on a jerkbait. Your flat finishes like this that are not see-through, and then your ones that have more of sort of a metallic finish on it, a flashy metallic finish, and then your ones that tend to be maybe a little bit more see-through, like see my finger behind there. So you've got your translucent, your metallic, and your flat finishes. Okay, now within that, you've got dozens and dozens of different color variations within each one of those 3 categories. So here's my advice with it. If you are going to get, I think you need like 3 or 4 colors of each category. So, say for example on the flat finish here, get you a flat finish, get a couple of them that have like a some type of a pearl finish on it, something like that, more pearlish. Get you something maybe has a little bit of chartreuse on it, and just have 3 or 4 different color variations within the flat. The same with the metallic finish. Get variations with metallic finishes, get some different back colors, get some different blends of golds and silvers, different tints. And then again on your clear ones, the same thing. The clear ones are pretty similar in the fact that the only thing that changes a lot is the belly color, and the sides are usually some type of transparent clear, and then you have a back variation. So try to get some that have some different color back and belly variations. Belly colors are also critical when it comes to that. There's 3 different primary patterns of belly colors I use. One is like a pearl like this, and then the other one would have some type of color on it, like chartreuse or orange. So, based upon what you're trying to accomplish, sometimes that belly color, works a little bit better than others. In general, you want belly colors that are brighter, like chartreuse or orange, on those lower light days. Cloudy and rainy days are good for it. If you're fishing for smallmouth, it's good for it. Early and late in the morning can be good, or if you're fishing a jerkbait high in the water column where the fish are looking up at it, where they can see that belly, is a pretty good indication. But overall, like when you look at my jerkbait links in the description, megabass has got hundreds of different colors. I would just recommend, for 2025, if you want to get good at jerkbait fishing, get you about a dozen different colors. Now I know that sounds like a sizable investment. You don't have to get like a bunch of them, but just go out and buy like one color, like on the clear or whatever the primary palette is. Just get you 3 or 4 colors within that palette. Just one. Just get one and try it out. I mean, you don't lose many jerkbaits unless you bounce, and break a bill on a bridge pier or something like that. Very seldom do you lose them. But just buy one and see if it works for you. Try it out, see if it works. If you like it, get a few more of them. But in my opinion, from what I have seen, that one of the biggest mistakes people make in jerkbait fishing is they have way too limited of a color selection, and that really keeps them from catching a lot of fish on jerkbait. So anyway, guys, hope it helps out. We'll talk later.